Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. One of our fans here sent me an old video of William Ruto talking about those roasting maize. And I felt it was worth analyzing and discussing here because it exposes very, very interesting things about William Ruto and actually about his bottom-up, kazi ni kazi kind of narrative and slogans. So in this video, I want us to listen to William Ruto as he talks about those roasting maize, after which we are just going to see in clear terms what that means politically. Listen into this.
And if a university is busy churning out graduates who end up roasting maize, then they don't deserve public resources. Yes. I mean, a university should be ashamed that their graduate is roasting maize by the roadside. And if they are not, then there is something wrong.
That's William Ruto some times back. And clearly listening to William Ruto, he's trying to belittle those roasting maize. And I'm fully persuaded that that's an old video when William Ruto's relationship with President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was still good. He had not started this is La Hasla dynasty kind of a narrative. What does that mean politically? That's our analysis and discussion right now. If in case you've just bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya. Listening to that video, or rather listening to William Ruto, it's very clear that William Ruto of those days is a very different William Ruto of these days. That was a William Ruto who believed that kazi sio kazi. You know, as of today, William Ruto believes kazi ni kazi, kuchoma mahindi ni kazi, kusukuma mkokoteni ni kazi. But listening to him speak some times back, he believed that mtu wa kuchoma mahindi, that was a demeaning job. That comes out very, very clearly. So what does that show us about William Ruto's bottom-up narrative? Hustler versus dynasty. What does it show us about all these slogans William Ruto is using currently to endear himself to Kenyans? There is only one answer or one conclusion listening to that old clip of William Ruto. You know, William Ruto is, let me put it this way, William Ruto has studied Kenyans well. He knows that Kenyans do forget things very, very easily. And William Ruto, at the back of his mind, he knows that even those things he said back, maybe Kenyans don't even have the time to unearth them, or rather to actually go back to exactly see what William Ruto used to say in those days and actually what he's saying today. That video exposes William Ruto. That video exposes William Ruto Petwal as somebody who looks down upon those roasting maize. He is actually looking down upon the maskinis, the hustlers, the ones now he's trying to tell Kenyans that he's also part of. He's actually looking down upon those people. And that clearly exposes the doublespeak in William Ruto. William Ruto is one leader, or rather one politician, who will say something today, tomorrow is saying completely a different thing, and he's saying it without even flinching an eye. So that exposes again William Ruto's doublespeak. And also on his bottom-up hustler narrative, it also just shows that these are just clever gimmicks William Ruto is using to hoodwink and suspecting Kenyans into voting for him. William Ruto does not believe in bottoms up. He does not believe in the hustler versus the dynasty kind of a thing. William Ruto is a dynasty. He is not a hustler. And also, if challenged, maybe to explain, because we have been seeing William Ruto talking about bottoms up, kutoka hapa chini, kwenda hapa juu. But clearly, if he's now pushed to the wall, if he's now told now to explain, or now he's actually going to implement that is bottom up kind of a narrative, William Ruto has not been able to explain that. In fact, some times back, I think that debate was really generating a lot of, that thing of bottoms up was really generating a lot of heat. And the likes of Alice Wahome, very close William Ruto allies, could not even explain what actually bottoms up is. So in a nutshell again, the mere fact that William Ruto is just branding words around, bottoms up, kutoa chini, kutoa kwenda juu, but he's not actually coming out to tell Kenyans exactly how he's going to implement that. That only shows that those are just propaganda. Those are just lies. Those are just clever gimmicks William Ruto is using to hoodwink and suspecting Kenyans into voting for him. And ladies and gentlemen, before even I forget, that's just an indication again that William Ruto is a very good liar. He knows how to lie. And largely has also studied Kenyans, and he knows that a majority of Kenyans might not be all that well informed. And that's why consistently we see William Ruto getting away with such kind of lies. He always gets away with such kind of lies, largely because Kenyans are not informed. And again, what does it show us about Kenyans, about our Kenyan politics in general? I strongly believe that some Kenyans, they may know or they know William Ruto is actually lying to them or is cheating Kenyans. But nonetheless, you still find some of these, our fellow Kenyans, or rather some of these people, still saying they're going to vote for William Ruto. Why? In my considered opinion, I'm fully persuaded, or rather I strongly believe, that our Kenyan politics has not actually matured. Kenyans still tend to vote along ethnic lines. If simply because William Ruto is a Kalenjin, whether a majority of Kalenjins will tend to vote for William Ruto, whether he's cheating them or not. And that also informs why, even though he's lying in broad daylight, some Kenyans will still vote for this man. And also Kenyans, our politics is also based on hatred. You will hear somebody still voting, maybe saying he wants to vote for William Ruto, knowing fully well William Ruto is actually cheating, lying or lying to Kenyans, or is actually cheating. But if you ask them the main reason, they will just say that, tell you, I do have some conversations with some of my friends from maybe Mount Kenya, and they tell you that maybe I'm going to vote for this person because he helped our son maybe defeat Raila Molo Odinga. In my considered opinion, again, that's also stupidity. That's also stupidity. Because now, if already you know this person is lying, is actually cheating you, and then you go on to say that you are going to vote for him because he helped your son, it just means that Kenyans have not actually matured politically. And this explains the reason why Ruto and his team, or other leaders also, just cheats Kenyans without flinching an eye. They know Kenyans don't mind much about integrity. And that also brings to the whole issue of integrity in our leadership. Again, in Kenya, the dirtier you are, the more you become attractive. The cleaner you are, the less you become attractive. So Kenyans also in general tends to be attracted to people who are deemed to be dirty. People who are just deemed to be dirty. The dirtier you are, the more attractive you become to Kenyans. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, those explain some reasons why, even though after William Ruto, in the recent days, there are so many exposés of William Ruto that have clearly been showing that William Ruto is not actually walking the talk. He's somebody who is actually double speaking, saying one thing today, tomorrow completely a different thing. The case of promises again. William Ruto is on record making promises to Kenyans, and it's very clear that those are promises he never fulfilled. And he's going around the country again, giving new promises, and some people are just believing it. Yes, some people are just believing. I strongly believe it's simply because our politics has largely not yet matured. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you before I conclude that if in case you've just bumped here and you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. To those who are watching us outside Kenya for the very first time, if you are watching us outside Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment. Let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And to our fans, our subscribers in this YouTube channel, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. We are almost hitting 20,000 subscribers mark. That's a feat that is not all that easy to achieve, but it's possible because of your continued support in this YouTube channel. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana. Tamu sana is tamu sana.